Once Upon a Time! It's season 5, episode 5. Its title is Dreamcatcher, and if it's about Nil, I already don't like it. Let's do it!
Enough. I command you to stop.
Who are you? It looks like one of the immortals from 300.
What?
I bet it's his girlfriend. You said you destroyed the only one I loved. I bet it's who it is.
No. There's always a thing about tears.
Yeah.
Turn you in a tree right now. Yes.
I used your girly tears to make you a tree.
Now he's got roots in the community.
Ha!
He is Groot.
He is Groot. You saw it through a Dreamcatcher. That's played out. No one thought to use magic to look before, or does it have to be dark magic? Pumpkin? Is it because it's Halloween?
Is that a little tip of the hat?
Tip of the pointy witch hat?
We trust him.
Implicitly.
You're idiots.
Because we're good judges of character.
No, you're not.
Don't give him the dagger,
She's
Regina.
a little too eager. Regina, use your judgment.
She lost the power of comprehension. Hand over the dagger.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Hello.
What was that?
Mother has them under some kind of spell.
Good job, Emma.
He's the king.
So he can't be bad.
I've been on that slippery slope. You know where it got me.
The favorite character on the show. Security camera! Look at the security camera! So is Charming Snow still under the sand magic?
She's not my girlfriend.
It's not your girlfriend. I think a dance is exactly what...
It's not like there's like peril at every turn, but let's talk about a dance.
Oh, give me a break.
There's more important things. Krilla's car is still there. For sale? I'll take it.
Val, what is it? It's Rumble.
Where's the baby?
He's missing.
Oh, give him his cane back.
At least.
I'm thinking I can break your spell.
You can't. Where was she holding that heart?
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
Why would you have to tell Merida to take him to the woods when you were just gonna transport them there anyway? This is very Blair Witch. She's unattractive as the Dark One crying. I'm gonna be the one to say it.
Emma, this is dark magic.
That's American Indian.
Don't be racist, Regina. It's not dark magic because she used it before when she was still light magic.
You can make the anti-venom with the venom.
Let's make a tree cry. Let's kill someone's loved one. Make them cry.
But, she passed away.
Of course she did, because you're a fairy tale character.
My dad died before I really got a chance to know him.
Don't talk about Nil.
He's gonna kiss her.
Kiss her. I don't trust her. I don't trust Violet. I don't know why. Don't trust her.
Look at all the swords in this barn.
Weird barn.
I'll be forever your hero.
Wow. Vitamins, Henry. Good lord. It's just a sword. So he's acting like it's Thor's hammer. Just pick the sword up.
No, seriously.
Oh, God. That's a poorly built barn.
You're the one who's been running around with my daughter.
That's not good.
You're gonna get stabbed.
And no skills with a sword or a horse. What sort of squire are you?
You're practically a girl.
It's not his fault you have a styrofoam barn.
Sorry.
How does she know how to text?
She would have just hit it with a rock by now.
Did you check the stables?
He's gone. My father's at
Where would he have run off from? It's a horse. Of course you checked the stables.
a party or anything, not while he's still out there.
You got your priorities out of whack, kid. Mom, my girlfriend's horse is missing. Can you use dark magic to find it? There's a dance I have to get to.
Help me return my friend's happy ending.
Your friend's happy ending is a horse. Get better friends.
Pick up the bloody sword and let's make a hero of you.
I love you, Merida!
Why did she just whack him?
Take that, coward!
First of all, she's brave enough for everybody. Why don't she pull it?
Just pull it out.
Huh?
And why are they driving? She's the freaking dark one. She's the dark one. She should just say, I command the horse, come here. And then it shows up in smoke.
I know. He's gonna lose a toe.
I thought David was teaching him sword stuff.
I liked your dad because he was always himself.
Can we stop talking about him? Stop talking about him.
I might know where to get our missing ingredient to free Merlin. From me.
I'm gonna cry about Daniel.
All right, Regina. This is going to be intense.
Hey-oh!
Off to back out.
Hey-oh!
I can take it.
Hey-oh!
Stop it! Yay, car.
Clip show!
Previously on. Oh, she gonna kill him now.
Oh, we know what happens, but it's still fun to watch.
Don't believe her.
She's a bad lady. right. Daniel looked girly.
And he was also on 12 Monkeys, and
He's a bad guy on that show, too.
Right in front of her.
Right, and they skipped a couple lines in her memory.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things that's traumatic.
She remembers what's important. He died.
I'm sorry.
Aww.
She saw it for the first time. I appreciate the situation, but give me your tears.
You can see too.
Oh, awkward. Poor Regina.
Let's do this.
Whoa.
Duh.
Should let Henry in. Do you have anything off his on you?
Oh,
That makes no sense, but... Cause you know how Henry would open the doorknob with his scarf? Henry opens doors with his chin, you don't know that?
And Belle's just there for...
Belle's there. What's going on? Neil had girly taste in music.
I mean, please sit down.
The scene's supposed to be awkward, but it's awkward for different reasons.
Yeah.
Why was she let out without an escort?
Yeah.
She wouldn't even in modern times be let to a weird place in the forest by herself.
You wanted me horny?
Yes. I mean, you know.
What'd she say?
And she said you want me horny.
Did she say you want me horny? We need to rewind this. I was like, wait, what did she say?
You wanted me horny?
You wanted me hoary?
You want me to worry.
Okay, this is my...
Is that magic?
No.
I disagree, because soda is magic.
It's the only thing keeping me awake right now.
From her land, she'd be like, this is disgusting.
You really are from another world.
None of those words make sense to me.
I don't know what you just said. Oh, what now?
You speak strangely, son.
It's a green smell, but here, look.
Where are you charging that?
Harold and Maude?
You're a child.
You're sweet. But
She got a boyfriend or is gay.
I don't think I feel the same way about you as you do me.
Oh,
Ouch.
worse.
I thought we were just spending time together as friends.
Oh, friend zone. Ye old friend zone. Well, you don't get any lasagna. What are you doing there?
Wait a minute.
How
How
did
does
she
she
even
even know
get
about
there?
that?
How does she know where the town is laid out and what is the mayor's office? Merida, come on. How did Emma ever doubt that the book was real when the pictures of them look like photocopies of the people in town? No one's noticing Merida run around?
I hadn't thought of it till you mentioned the pumpkins, though.
Haven't thought about it till Halloween. Pumpkins and all. So no one in town knows about it, but the horse found it?
Because it smelled the pumpkins. Horses don't like evil.
Hey, get back.
No one likes you. She's a dark one. Can't she just, like, freeze him?
Put him in a little trailer and take him home.
He's a horse and you're the dark one.
That's a totally different horse.
This is so dumb.
Gosh, this is painful. It's like an after-school special or something.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but it could be booby-trapped. You could get killed.
Stupid. Why is the dark one taking a car? I'm gonna bring it up again. You guys do know she's coming back, right? I get that she's magical and all, but how does she know how to mix potions?
Simple. Your heartbreak wasn't strong enough.
What?
Kill Robin!
Make
He's
it.
gonna
Oh, he's gonna cry.
What happened?
You cried in front of your mommy,
I tried acting like myself.
That's
and it wasn't good enough.
catch the tears. Catch the tears.
You say, that's very sad, sweetie, but give
Drip.
me your tears.
Drip over this little dish.
Where'd you get that tissue?
Well, I've done nothing but lie to me ever since you got here.
She wants to zap the heck out of him.
Yeah.
White, light, and dark. What?
What? The Oreo of magic. She's seriously cookies and creaming the tree right now.
He pretty.
He is pretty. We get it. You know her name. This show always does that. There's just a dance. A block party dance. Where do they store all these, like, street fair things?
Yeah. They're just trying way too hard.
Yeah. Henry don't need a love story. Get it, Rumpel.
Must be fragile. We wouldn't want to drop it, now, would we?
I love her.
I do too.
You were thinking of her. That was an act of true bravery. Ready to try again?
That was anger.
Yeah, you got him mad. Where's Zelina?
Violet.
Oh, she made Henry get sad so she could take his tear. What?
Oh, that's a
That's even worse.
You'd break Henry's heart.
Oh, shoot.
It was hard for her to say it. Use. Well, you guys were sneaking around and tricking her to go out in town anyway, so just...
Yeah, sorry. Parents aren't honest.
There. hunt you down.
Merlin's magic is like very fluid. He's like a waterbender. I don't trust you, Merlin. She likes the darkness.
She's an addict.
What is behind your back, Regina?
Yeah, she got something hidden.
We were running out of time. It was the only way to free Merlin.
Merlin.
Oh, said too much.
Goodbye, Miss Swan.
Oh, Miss Swangia again.
Dismissed.
So many years ago in Camelot, an undetermined number of years ago, Merlin tried to fight the Dark One, and he turned into a tree. So the Dark One he was fighting had a mask on, and they didn't define the timeline.
Yeah,
so
that's why they said undetermined number of years ago.
So was it a long time ago and it was a different Dark One, or was it Rumple dressed up for Halloween? Either way, a tear makes you turn into a tree.
Apparently.
And it had something to do with, like, the Dark One took his love or something. It's always about someone's love. Anyway, we saw that because it was a flashback that Emma was looking at through a Dreamcatcher while looking at the tree. She's using dark magic, Regina's walking through the forest with Snow and Charming, and they want the dagger, and Regina's about to give it to them, but then Snow, like, gets all, like, snarky and, like, snipes at her, and I'm like, Regina, you need to realize that's not Snow. But I don't know if Regina would have, because Emma steps in and was like, stupid! That ain't them! They got brainwashed!
Sparkly.
Sparkling, clean, brainwash. Emma's like, oh, I totally know that they are under the influence of Arthur for reasons that I don't want to disclose. I'm mysterious. So Regina's all like, don't use dark magic. It's a slippery slope and bad things happen. You remember how awesome I was? Why would she compare herself like that? You shouldn't say, oh, don't turn out like me. She should be like, you would be so lucky to turn out like me, Emma. The first thing they would do is look at the security footage to find out that Arthur killed that dude. And then everyone's like, of course they're going to, because, I mean, they looked at it before when Rumple killed Zelina. Yes, he manipulated it. And the only thing that I was thinking that would maybe be why they wouldn't look was if Snow and Charming were still under the influence of that stuff. But they're not.
So they're just stupid.
They're just stupid. And they're like, well, oh, maybe it's because he had the bean and made a portal. It's like, maybe just double check the tape. Let's go to the tape. And then while like serious things are happening,
Let's have a dance.
Let's have a dance. Henry is sitting in the middle of the sheriff's department texting, which, first of all, why is the kid there?
And why is the girl from another land know how to... Where'd she get a cell phone?
Who got her that? Obama? Thanks, Obama. Anyway, he's like, let's have a dance. That's a great thing. We're not in, like, mortal peril, I can't speak, at every second. No. Let's stop it all. Block party. Block party.
With carnival games.
Where do they store those year-round? I'm just thinking logistically. Hook's like, I could teach him how to dance. And then Regina's like, you have a girlfriend. It's like, guys. Focus. Belle's like, I'm still in town, by the way.
Where was she that she just all of a sudden noticed he was gone? Taking care of the baby.
Exactly. Belle just shows up and is like, oh no, Rumple's missing. And it's like, they're just walking. Okay, I'm just trying to think where they were.
They were at the sheriff's department.
They're at the sheriff's department, and they come walking down Main Street because the town, as we all know, is 2 blocks wide. Cruella's car is still sitting on Main Street and for sale, and it's like, who's selling it? Who's going to get the money? She's dead. You just get a free car. You kill someone in Storybrooke, you get their car. I mean, you're the Dark One. Drive around in that instead of the Bug. And
oh my gosh.
Why even drive?
She would look so good in that car.
Oh my gosh. But Belle comes running from the diner carrying a rose like a crazy person. When the last thing we saw of Belle, she was in the pawn shop. Did she go to the diner and no one was there? Like, she rushes in all worried and she's like, oh, it's just Granny. Hang on, I'll find them on Main Street.
And she's still dressing like she's in junior high.
Belle, get adult clothes. Then it cuts to the basement, the creepy, weird dungeon basement Emma has.
With those weird lights.
She had some cool lights, but I mean, like, you're the Dark One. Maybe get more than just strung up lights.
That's where they store the carnival stuff.
That must be where it is. Rumple's still tied up. She wants to make him a hero. He's like, it's not gonna work. I'm Rumple. And he's like, you're gonna push people away. Then Meredith shows up, and she's like, go make him brave. And then Meredith's like, I can fight you. And it's like, you can't fight. You ain't got no heart in your chest. And then Emma just is like, I'm gonna squish it. I'm gonna squeeze it. You get out there and you train the kid. So then Emma walks outside, and she's got this creepy garage full of Dreamcatchers. And it's like, you have a big empty garage. Take Cruella's car and put it in there. Why do you have all... And it's like, what's the deal? It was very like Jefferson Mad Hatter. Why do you need like 70 Dreamcatchers? Unless That's everyone's memories. Okay, I just figured that out.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. Okay, I'm sorry, but you probably still could fit Cruella's car in there. But yeah, I mean, they stole one memory, and it was like one Dreamcatcher.
Where'd she get on the Dreamcatcher?
Well, she showed her being all crazy and making them.
Oh, that's true.
She looked like those people you see on the side of the road, like in New Mexico, selling turquoise jewelry and dream catchers. And then back in Camelot, Regina's like, hey, maybe tell me how you know that Snow White and Charming are all crazy. And she's like, a dream catcher. And Regina just accepts that. I mean, she's the dark one. Could be lying to you at any moment. But she's like, hey, remember Neil, that character that no one liked? And the people that did like, they liked him way too much? Yeah, he had something to do with Dreamcatchers. It's kind of a throwaway, but no one cares. Just look in the Dreamcatcher. I think Emma's still trying to help people. I mean, she's not explaining what she's doing. But I think she got the Seer's power that Rumpel took from someone else. And she has the foresight, which we see at the end she does. Yeah. She planned ahead because she knew things that would happen ahead of time. So when she's making the Dreamcatchers in Camelot, I think she might be building things to save everyone's memories in. Back in Camelot, Henry and Violet are bonding over they have dead parents. You're a fairy tale character too. I'm a Disney character. Oh my gosh, we have dead parents.
Henry needs to eat spinach.
He needs Wheaties or something because he can't lift a sword.
Vitamins.
Oh my gosh. Do a chin-up every now and then. You couldn't even say in modern time that a girl could have a guy over that often without her parents ever meeting him. You couldn't say in Camelot that she could be going around without an escort,
the barn,
having a dude in your barn every single day who's never met your dad.
Do you know how many babies were conceived in barns in them days?
Yes. In the olden days, that's where they had babies.
That's what it's called, a roll of the hay.
Aha! She leaves. Henry tries to pick up a sword and be like, oh, Violet, I'm gonna be your knight, blah, blah, blah. He's just inept. He falls over onto two boards, which would have, you could have,
That would have broke his back before the boards broke.
My gosh! Violet's dad walks in and is like, hey, what's your problem? Quit breaking my stuff. Leave my daughter alone. You are a noodly tiny boy. He's like, you're never going to be a knight. You pretty much suck at everything you do. A writer is a boring job. Please leave. And then Henry's walking down Main Street. He sees Violet just sitting in Main Street, which is like, she has a phone, but where's her house?
They just got there to that land a couple of days ago.
And she already knows how to text, which it took me years to teach Mom how to text. And she's like, my horse is missing. I can't go to the block party. And this is like, is this the 40s? He's like, I'll be your hero, babe. I'll find that horse. I'm going to go talk to my mom about it. He shows up and he's like, hey, Mom, remember when I brought you to this land to bring back everyone's happy endings? Well, this girl I like's really into a horse.
Her mama got it for her. That was important.
Her mom's dead because she's also a fairy tale character, so she really needs this horse. Can you help me out? I could just listen to Merida talk for hours.
I want to watch the Merida show.
Right?
You know, usually when they bring in new people, I'm going, they're okay.
No, I love her.
This girl wins it.
She wins once upon a time. So Merida is out in the forest. She's talking to Rumpel, and she's like, hey, quit being such a coward. Here, fight with the sword. And he's like, I can't stand up. So she's like, here's a stick and a sword. Make do. And she starts swinging at him, and he can't do it. And then she's like, you can't be brave, blah, blah, blah. And it all just escalates in her knocking him over the head. And she's like, I got a plan. I'm going to make you brave. And it's like, you don't even know where you're at, Merida. What are you going to do?
She doesn't have her heart.
She doesn't have her heart, and she also, the only thing she knows of this land was being tied to a VW bug for, a few days. Absolutely no sense. That Emma's like, I'm gonna go help you find this horse. Let's get in my VW bug and go look for it. First of all, horses probably aren't gonna be on Main Street where you can take your bug. Second of all, you're the dark one. Just make her a new horse. You're the dark one.
Just poof it.
Make her forget she wanted her horse. And then back in Camelot, Henry is in the forest swinging a sword like a dork. And they walk up and they're like, hey, what you doing? And he's like, I'm going to be valiant. I'm going to be a knight. I'm going to get this girl to like me. And they're like, be yourself, honey, okay?
That's what I always told you.
But have they met Henry? Ask him to be someone else.
Tell him to be Spider-Man.
Always be Spider-Man. They're like, you're a stranger in a new land. Chicks dig that. And I'm like, quit trying to get him to hook up with someone.
It is kind of like the new kid in town kind of thing.
The new kid in town is only cool when he actually is slightly cool. I can't even remember when, but they realize that they need a missing ingredient to get Merlin out of the tree. And since a tear of a lost one trapped him, a tear over a lost one should free him. And then Regina's like, you know what? I can just cry. I do it like every episode.
I'm really good at it.
People make GIFs out of it on Tumblr all the time.
And I look amazing at it. So
flawless. Then Emma's like, okay, let's make her cry. Here's a Dreamcatcher. Remember how your mom was horrible and killed that guy? Now cry for
right
me.
in front of you. It's like
cry. So Emma and Regina are sitting there and it replays pretty much almost the entire scene of Cora killing Daniel. And then at the end of it, Regina's crying, but Emma also is able to see it. And Emma's like, I have been awful to you.
I had no idea.
You have been through it.
No wonder you turned bad.
Oh, God, I don't blame you. And then Regina, Robin, Hook, and Belle, the stupidest group of people, go to Emma's house. They're like, we're gonna go find Rumple. Regina tries to open the door, it shocks her, and then she's like, okay, who would also be allowed in? Hook's like, she wouldn't want me there, but Hook is the only one she's allowed in her house.
She's invited in, yeah.
So he doesn't even try. He's like, I don't get shocked.
I think he's got that hook. He's afraid it's really going to stop him.
Conductive. It'll really fry him. And then Belle's like, well, she'd let Henry in, so do you have something of Henry's? Which makes no sense because it's also not Henry she's letting in. And the Dark One always uses blood magic, so if it wasn't Henry, she'd know it. And also, who opens the door with a scarf? So they just like magic up Henry's scarf, use it to open the door. Magic! Oh. Because the thing is, the only thing that the audience could recognize as being Henry's was that stupid scarf he wore for a season and a half.
Well, it had a lot of his DNA on it.
Oh, because they never washed it. And then in Camelot, Henry makes this awkward date for him and Violet in Granny's diner. And he's like, hey, soda, look at this. I'm interesting and I'm out of town. I have soda. And then she's like, oh, this is amazing. And he's like, I also have frozen lasagna. And it's like, she has no frame of reference to realize that this date sucks. And then he's like, I also have a phone that for some reason hasn't lost power.
Or service.
And we can watch a movie. And then she's like, wait, is this a date? Explain to me what date is. Okay, I don't want that. What that is, I don't want it. She's like, yeah, I don't feel the same way for you. And he gets all heartbroken. And it's like, I don't care. Get over it. You're 13.
It really was sad that we weren't invested and we didn't care.
Some people absolutely love Violet and Henry, and I don't get it. They look related. It looks like him and his twin sister dating. And then also this other thing that makes no sense. Merida has no clue what town is. She's never seen a town. It'd be like the opening of the movie Encino Man when he just freaks out when he sees like a car in a building. No, she doesn't know what a town is, but apparently she can find the mayor's office, knows where to look for the book, sees a bunch of illustrations and stories about Rumple and Belle, and then finds her way to his pawn shop to find the teacup, which was something that was so prized by him he hid, just to like go hold it over him later. Stupid. Yeah, and just to drive home the fact that this is like a Halloween episode, for some reason the horse is like super into pumpkins, and there's this pumpkin patch on the outside of town that no one's ever heard of.
It was Peter's pumpkin, so it was Peter Pumpkin Eater.
Okay.
Oh.
Also dumb.
Fair.
And then apparently, like, literally none of the citizens of Storybrooke even know there's a pumpkin patch or a pumpkin stand, but a horse can find it. The horse is afraid of her because she's the Dark One. Henry's like, I got this. I'm like, horse whisperer, watch this. I don't know if this would be like a sad moment for Emma to be like, oh, I'm not a normal people anymore, but it was just dumb. Regina, Hook, Robin, and Belle have all gotten inside of Emma's house. They go down in the basement. They see the sword. They realize from looking at it that it's part of the dagger. Belle sees the ropes and realizes, oh, Rumple's been here. Then Regina gets a text from Henry saying they're on their way back, which again, she's a Dark One. Just appear in your basement. Mm-hmm. On the way out, Hook's like, I'm gonna go snoop through her stuff. I know it's not like time sensitive or anything that we leave this house, but they follow him back inside and he finds a Dreamcatcher and they're like, oh, Neil had a Dreamcatcher like this. Meh. Regina's like, oh, people can look through this and see crap, which they all freaking knew because Emma did it before, so it's not like a big revelation. They all knew it. Back in Camelot, they have Regina's tear because she cried about her mom killing the dude. And they go to do the potion-y thing, and it doesn't quite work. She's like, you're not sad enough.
You got better.
You got better. The fans are happy, but it's not going to work now. Just then, Henry comes up, and he's like, my heart hurts. She turned me down. And then it's like, oh, God, I'm so sad my son's upset, but give me your tears. Just then Arthur rolls up and he's like, get away from the tree, I'm bad, and where have I been this whole episode? And then Regina's like, hey, fireball, come at me, bro. And then she gives Emma the tear, they do the tear, pops out, Merlin pops out, Arthur's like, I'm gonna fight you, and it's like, Arthur, you've never pulled that sword out all the way. Quit pretending to. And so, like, when Emma does the spell, it makes this cool cookies and cream magic we haven't seen before, but looks delicious. She's like, and then shoots 2 different colors, which is interesting.
Because she's good and bad. Black and white, light and dark, crunchy and chewy.
Crunchy and creamy.
He looks so pretty.
Merlin was beautiful. And then it cuts to Storybrooke in their weird block party. Hook, Charming, Snow, Arthur, and Guinevere are all sitting at a table. They mention the dagger. Arthur's like, yeah, it was the same weapon. With it, they can extinguish all light magic. And so they're like, oh, Emma was trying to do that.
Well, so it can get rid of all dark magic.
Well, I can do both.
And so it could do the other.
It can give you just cookies or just cream. And so they're like, oh, Arthur, why do you lie about this? He's like, I couldn't trust you. And it's like, guys, he looks crazy. How have you not picked up on that?
Right?
If you're pretty, you're crazy. That's just the rules. He's like a used car salesman / part-time model / full-time crazy. Then at the block party, Henry rolls up on a horse. It was like an Old Spice commercial. He gives the horse back to Violet. She's like, oh, yay, you saved the day. Her dad's like, oh, good on you, son. And the dad, like, likes him. And then it's like, you guys enjoy your night. I'm going to have to walk a horse back to the stable because this freaking kid brought it to the middle of town. Yeah, and then Violet kisses him on the cheek, and I don't care. And then after Merida went all over town and apparently wasn't seen by anyone and got all this knowledge, she has the teacup. She tries to get Rumple all riled up, and then she, like, shows him the teacup and is like, what's worth fighting for? It wasn't even like he wasn't thinking about Belle. He was thinking about her and him wanting to hit her with a sword because she was working him up. Got him mad. You want to get hit with a sword.
Anger doesn't equal brave. I don't understand that.
Okay, if that's the case, I'm brave like all the time.
So brave.
Especially in traffic.
Wow.
God, someone cuts me off and I'm brave and I just die. You know what I mean? Regina's at home with Robin. She's holding up the Dreamcatcher, looks in it, and she's like, this isn't even any one of our memories, it's Violet's. And then they remember a scene where she's in the stable, sees the note Henry left. Emma shows up and is like, by the way, I'm going to take this. You'll get it back. Calm down. And then she's like, I need you to break Henry's heart. So do that. Henry saw the whole thing over Regina and Robin's shoulder, and he cries like a baby. And then back in Camelot, they bring Merlin to the diner. For some reason, that's just where they all meet. And he does, his magic's very fluid and interpretive dancey. He takes the voodoo off of Charming and Snow, and they're immediately like, sorry, we're bad parents every other week. Then they're like, can you fix Emma? And he's like, all right, I can, but do you really want to be fixed? And she's like, So she has to totally want the darkness out of her, but the darkness, like, permeates everything that who she is. I'd make a once you go black joke, but... So then in Storybrooke, Emma shows up at Regina's door and is like, hey, can I see my son? Because I'm such a good mom. I found a horse with him today. Regina's like, I got a Dreamcatcher. We all know how horrible you are. He saw how horrible you are. He don't want to talk to you. And then over the course of them bickering, she reveals, like, how she needed to, like, act quickly to get Merlin out. And Regina's like, wait, we got Merlin out? And then Emma's like, I've said too much. I should go. I don't think Emma's all bad.
I don't think she is either.
Yeah, why was Violet's memory so important? It was, like, sitting on her table in a special little box. Like, there's got to be more to do with Violet than we think.
They're like divorced parents.
They're the lesbian divorced mommies. And then as Emma's turning to leave, she looks up and Henry's staring at her at the window, and he's like, I don't want to talk to you. And then credits. It was hard to read. Was Emma upset that she was found out for ripping her heart out?
No, I think...
Or was she upset because she didn't know she ripped her heart out? Like, because she doesn't have her memories either.
I think that she has enough good in her that she's battling this... It's like the Oreo and cream thing or whatever you said. She's battling with herself and somehow made sure it was sitting there so she could get found out.
I don't think that she's all evil. I don't think she's all good. And I don't think she's both at all times. I think she's constantly still... battling. One side, cookies or cream is winning out at any given point. Yeah. In case we forgot anything or left anything out, drop a comment. Don't forget to do the things. Rate, comment, subscribe. Until next time, like that. Bye.
I can't wink at the same time.